They just don't realize how happy I could make them. Like, bruh, if I was in a relationship, I'd treasure that shit so hard. I've always been nice. I'd care so much about it. I'd listen. I'd help. Even if it's a long-distance relationship, talking with her online would be cute, waiting for that one message to pop up. I'd do just everything. They don't know how good of a boyfriend I could be. I only need to hear someone say they live me, and I'd protect this person forever. Yes, live me. But since I'm not born with perfect genetic, I deserve it less than a guy on a watch list for... Let's just get to the intro. Hello, Redditors of the internet. Noble Xenon here, and welcome to r/NiceGuys, part 86. Let's get started. So, girls, listen up. Find a guy who calls you beautiful instead of hot, who calls you back when you hang up on him, who will stay awake just to watch you sleep. Wait for the boy who kisses your forehead, who wants to show you off to the world when you are in your sweats, who holds your hand in front of his friends, who thinks you're just as pretty without makeup on. Wait for the one who is constantly reminding you of how much he cares about you and how lucky he is to have you. Wait for the one who turns to his friends and says, "That's her." If you found him, immediately friendzone him, then go and F a random D-bag.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
The nice guy's mentality will never change. Women. Just cause I compliment you or try to be funny with a smart-ass remark to your tweet doesn't mean I want you. I'm a nice person. Hard eyes. Compliments are great. I'm not the typical dude. I'm hard to get. And Soft Elderberry says he's also hard to want. Just so you know, I'm not like the other guys. I'm a nice guy, tips Fedora. For this next one, I don't know what goes through the head of a nice guy, where he says something like this, and yet still the killer probably got the date over some guy that was actually being nice to her. Women have the best judge of character, laughing emoji. Date a nice guy? But he might not even kill me at the end of the relationship. What's fun and exciting about that? He's boring. It's funny listening to every female in here tell their story of the morons they've went out with. Just remember, you chose him, probably repeatedly, laughing emojis. Ah yes, because you can tell every killer from a mile away. It's not like many of them use manipulative tactics. And now watch out, we've got ourselves a millionaire over here. LOL, I was joking. See, I'm a sarcastic a-hole and I'm not with this energy you're giving. I think I'll pass. I don't know you. How do you think I'm supposed to respond, stranger? And to be honest, I like the smaller version of you. You've gained a little too much weight for me and let yourself go. That's that Kansas stuff, LOL. F with me when you get your shit together. Millionaire stuff over here, respectfully. More like nice guy shit over here. Good for you, LOL. I love the weight on me. It's giving insecure. I'm not gonna hit you up. At this point, I don't care about your money. I make my own money and I look good. Winky face. Take care, millionaire. And ends it with some laughing emojis. Gotta love the nice guys who are like, well, you missed out on a millionaire. Like if money is the only thing that matters. And now the nice guy gets the facts spelled out. What is the evolutionary historic reason why women aren't attracted to intelligence? Surely intelligence helped the hunting group getting a juicy mammoth. Well, individual on 4chan, you see, women are attracted to actual intelligence, how to succeed in life. Not intelligence. Eidetic memory of one's entire Pepe folder and strategic knowledge of how Germany could have won the Second World War. And according to this next nice guy, if you're too nice, you might get cheated on, so watch out. That's exactly what you gotta do to keep these psycho chicks around these days. The nicer you are, the more likely you're gonna get burned, dumped, or cheated on. Women like being treated poorly for the most part these days. What? Always keep them guessing, cause they like a good mystery. And most importantly, she needs to think that you can and will leave her. For God's sake, don't make her think she has conquered you and has you wrapped around her finger. It's over if that happens. I want to bet that this individual thinks that men should be the one doing the conquering, even though this is supposed to be love, not war. Don't ever chase or apologize for anything that's not your fault. And don't listen to her when she says, I want a nice guy who is sensitive. It's BS. Just keep her chasing, not the other way around. I mean, yeah, I guess you shouldn't be chasing women or apologizing for anything that's not your fault because, well, it's not your fault, but playing these manipulative games with women is not gonna help either. And now I lied about sharing your hobbies because I care about you. Yeah, lying is caring apparently. Hope you find a mean friggin' piece of crap that makes you feel good about yourself. Bet he won't ever jokingly lie about being a shell hunter. I don't think those types of guys give a F enough to do that. So that will at least be one of my catastrophic flaws you won't have to deal with. I don't want someone to give enough of a F to lie at all, ever. That's some people's version of sweet, but not mine, and that's okay. I hope you find someone that wants to be borderline catfished. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, then why not like, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell? And by the way, in the comments, the OP shares some of the nice guy's lies. My friend dated this guy who was pretty much a pathological liar and would try to gaslight her when she caught on to his lies. They dated briefly over a year ago, and then he texts her this. So this was not just one lie, this was a series of lies. A serial liar, if you will. Some of his lies include 1. I found 23 sunrise shells. This was in fact his opener when he first approached her, even went as far as to send her some store-bought shells and claimed he found them. 2. I have a mother monstera plant, maybe if you're lucky I'll give you a cutting. He was a landscaper, and she mentioned she loved monstera leaves once. He straight up forgot he even said this. So not only a liar, a bad one too who forgets his lies. And 3. My boss can't hear you at my home when he calls, it's unprofessional. Turns out the boss was paying his rent on his 1-bedroom apartment and would stay with him when he was in town in the same bed. Those are some shocking living arrangements right there. My lord, let's just move on. For this next one, is this a Reddit comment? Honestly, I'm not surprised. Haha, nope. I'm actually pretty nice. But a hot girl like this who says she's not getting any matches is just mad disrespectful to all the men who probably would take her out and would love her. ... But none of them are clearly good enough. When she's just a 7.5, she's no 10, she's overweight, and I won't see men get disrespected like this, ha. 90% of single men just want a nice pretty cute girl we can spoil, but you don't want then Z. You want the top 2% who have 30 Bs every day, ha. That's your problem. It's okay, y'all get to 30 and change your mind. Nice guys always claim they're so nice and then go on to say just the most ridiculous things about women. And this next one's titled, So women date just like men and get married when we're actually ready to get married? Women may watch more true crime shows, but men are more likely to be the ones the show is about. Women love toxic relationships. This is why they don't settle down with the hardworking nice guy until their worth depreciates, get older. They love drama and true crime shows for a reason. What is it with these nice guys who think that women are literal objects who depreciate in value? I want to know the nice guy accountant who's keeping track of all this depreciation. This next one says the nice guys doesn't make sense, then says he only acts nice to attractive people. Not so nice after all, huh? From my own experience, being whether nice or not has never taken me anywhere, but more the fact that just how you talk in general makes people interested you or not. For example, I have acted myself towards girl who were into me and they clearly was interested and there were some who weren't. There isn't no motivation to just get into a girl pants. If anything, the time I act nice towards someone through text or in general is because I'm so afraid that I will look stupid as hell being myself at first. That when I don't act nice I just seem super clumsy. Acting nice is more of an etiquette and common sense in general, but of course we act nice towards people we find attractive, or into, especially if you just met them. You don't want to screw over yourself. I'm not saying I'm being a completely different person than who I am, but I can't act 100% who I am or I'll be judged for acting stupid. Why is this even a thing? It all comes down to if someone just likes you for you. No BS of a guy being too nice, etc. Everyone has a personality. Why would a dude who just genuinely nice be bashed for? Even if we all wanted to get laid, why does being nice gotta do with anything? If those guys get mad because they can't get laid, that's on them. If they have proper nice etiquette to begin with for everyone, everyone that I don't see the stigma, weirdos. It seems like this person just doesn't get the point of the r/NiceGuys subreddit. Of course it's not making fun of actually good guys, that would just be awful. It's about people who are faking niceness to get what they want. I'm gonna explain why women don't like nice guys. It's not women like a-holes instead of nice guys. It's women are attracted to actual personality traits and nice is not one. Not really. Nice just means not an a-hole. People aren't attracted to nice because it doesn't mean anything. People are attracted to funny, witty, sweet, thoughtful, compassionate, interesting. Nice isn't a personality trait, it's a default setting, the bare frickin' minimum. If all you bring to the table is nice, you're friggin' boring, and if you have to tell people you're nice, you're probably not as nice as you think you are. For example, if you think women owe you a good time over someone else because of your perceived niceness, you're a giant bag of D's. Out of all the languages in the world, in the universe potentially, this person chose to speak facts. Being nice doesn't mean you're boring, but if you make it your whole personality, yeah. For this next one, yes, but women also pick those guys. There's so many men, majority, who don't get any girls. Girls pick the same few guys over and over again, leaving the good, loyal, loving ones to die alone. Tell me, how does this even begin to make sense? And for this next one, watch out, we've got the good guy, but with an edge. About me. My authenticity tends to intimidate. I'm intellectual. I find most to lack depth. They are boring, mindless, drab, and banal. When I'm not at work, I'm at the gym 7 days a week. Prefer monogamy, but have evolved to adapt to a non-monogamous world. I am the good guy with an edge. Looks like big-brained individuals have made their way over to r/NiceGuys. I'm a real nerd about, simply blessed with genes that provided me with a formidable intellect. Even those with advanced degrees seem to have trouble keeping up with me. Truth. It's one of those people who think they're so smart, such an intellectual, yet is always such a D about it. And now the nice guy who actually wants to get to know you gets ghosted. True, it's sad, but reality has proven that there are a lot of women out there who praise hell no but really are thirsty for it, especially when a guy's physically at his peak body-wise / all beefed out. Yet the guy who actually wants to get to know you gets ghosted. It's been proven time and time again. Why do you think people troll people so much at times? Because they get a response, good or bad, but at least a response. And someone else replies, get out of here with that incel crap. Nice guy replies, must be one of them that I'm referring to then for the hostility of calling it as I've seen it. I really don't care how active anyone is, but women for holding high standards for one man and yet give it away freely to countless others based upon their looks only and infatuated egos as a lot of guys who get laid often have. Women scream they want a good guy, but you can start questioning your own gender more, why they so often at times never seem to find a good one who always cares to be there and put up with the rest of them. I'm not bashing, but I sure the hell won't be fake as often as I see it with a lot of men daily with the OMG you're so beautiful 50 comments, 2,000 plus fake friends, mostly a lot of guys on the waiting list and wonder why so many guys are a-holes. More than ever these, take a good look at the father separated from their kids, take a look at all the divorces, take a look at your own friends and family. Even most men will go through hell to treat a woman right to keep their family together, and at the end of the day a lot are self-absorbed, that they desire better, never hold accountably or even care that they never truly cared at all because a lot of it was a lie. Of course he's lazy, worthless father, his hobbies are stupid. The list goes on, but heaven forbid a guy says one thing negative, woman get your panties in a bunch and start slandering back everything. I don't bash all women, by the way. There's a small percentage of them to make it clear, but seems to be more trendier than ever. I guy will date a broke woman with few and far will a woman will ever give a guy the same. I see a lot of women go, OMG, this guy's so thoughtful, etc., such a gentle, but even that's all a lie, with a lot of guys that say they care about treating women equally when far from it, with a lot that get praise. Sorry I may sound bitter as F, had crappy exes, but I've seen enough of the BS with a lot of women from more forums than my own encounters. My father, friends, close and far, almost all. Not saying all, but enough to have me out of the dating game forever, so you don't have to worry, sweetheart, for me possibly ruining anyone, cause I've been treated like crap enough and manipulated enough! As in, enough with the rambling. Let's see this response. First of all, don't call me sweetheart. You don't know me at all. That wall of text shows me that you've come up with plenty of excuses for why your dating life has gone badly. Well, women don't want nice guys, they just want hot a-holes is a tale as old as time and it's stale as hell. It sounds to me like you've built up this whole narrative as to why women are terrible and it's giving mad incel vibes. The vast majority of women do want a genuinely nice guy, but God forbid they also want a guy they find attractive. Crazy, right? And yeah, you do sound bitter as hell, and you should probably get some therapy to work through your obvious issues. I really don't understand people who go through these massive rants on the internet. They need a therapist, but instead they go online to let it all out, with very limited punctuation too. For this next one, if you want a good man, don't be a bad bee. For women who dress up inappropriately in work or uni, I know I'm a guy, but I have a girlfriend, and to be frank, I don't want her to dress an inappropriate way in work or uni. I know that she has every right to wear whatever she wants, but I don't want other guys staring at her like they have certain types of intentions towards her. Some will say that it's those so-called oldies that will say that it's inappropriate to wear something like that in public. From my perspective, those oldies are actually right. Men and women alike should wear appropriate things in the correct time and place. So why are you focusing so much on the women then? Why would you wear a bikini on a job interview? Why would you wear a formal attire in going to the beach? If you want to show off your body, then obviously people will think that you're up. If I were to date a woman, I'd pick someone who respects her body, whether she be big boned, skinny, slim, or sexy, because for me, a real woman would treat her body as something sacred. She wouldn't just allow some guy to touch her, nor let him see how gorgeous she is underneath her clothes. Because for me, as a guy, I see a woman's body as something she owns privately. If a woman would give me her consent, touch, and or even just to see her body, then for me, it's a uniquely different privilege. So women, please, treat your body with great respect. Except oftentimes, these touches are non-consensual. If you want a good man, don't be a bad bee, because good men don't date bad bees, and if you are a bad bee, don't look for a good man. That's from a guy's perspective. You keep saying that women need to change the way they dress, but never once do you say that men need to change their behavior towards women. Oh, we go to Discord for this next one. You torture me for months on end not letting me date you. I gave you a chance to stop acting like a child, but you have to fight me at every turn. You aren't ever going to make friends if you act like this. You don't engage with people, you just have a crappy personality, and you're incredibly selfish. You can't ever just go along with me and be nice. You have to be nasty. Nobody wants to put up with this shit. I've had a long day and I don't need your BS. People want friends who make their life better. What do you do to make your friends' life better? You just have a bad personality and you think your flaws are cute personality traits. They aren't. They're just the ideas of a child. For the love of God, grow up. After all the BS you put me through, all the hoops I jumped through to make it work, I can't believe you have the balls to still fight me at every turn. You're argumentative and immature at every possible moment. Who would want to be friends with that? And then you treat me like I'm expendable and torture me for months on end not letting me date you. I'm sick of you at this point. You've given me no reason to like you. Now kindly F off. Read this back to yourself, and you'll find the reason why she doesn't want to date you. Or not, since nice guys don't seem to have enough self-awareness for that. Ooh, we have nice guys posting on r/niceguys. A comment that has been deleted, expunged from the records of Reddit. But remember, nothing ever truly gets deleted from the internet. LMAO, you are dumb. There are perpetually single guys because women don't care about how respectful you are. This is true. Go watch The Dating Project. A Boston philosophy professor literally has to teach her students how to date. She has a convo with one of them and the girl literally talks about how women don't go for the nice sweet guys. This is why the whole subreddit is a joke. Bunch of deluded ass females that really think that they're not scumbags. It's in your friggin' DNA to be like this. While you're angry at all these damn females, I'm sure most of them on this sub are in healthy and happy relationships with someone they truly appreciate and who is a handsome person. I don't know, from my point of view, you're the one who's embarrassing yourself. I don't give an F about your point of view, you dumb. Gotta love Redditors, huh? I'll just say that this country let me go until age 37 without getting a cookie from the table. Then when this lousy country did give me a cookie, it was a cookie from the floor that fell from the table that's not even a cookie I would consider ideal for my tastes. And by cookie, do you mean a living, breathing woman? This is a crappy country for not taking as good care of its intellectuals as it does of its dumb sports jocks. When I was a teenager and in my 20s, I just wanted one good cookie, and I would have been happy for the rest of my life. In my 30s and now at the age of 40, I've had the urge multiple times to eat several cookies from the jar that my mouth would be dirty from the crumbs. But this country doesn't seem to care too much about intellectuals, and only cares about breeding dumb people. Ah yes, we truly live in an idiocracy for not treating women like cookies. The government doesn't just provide you with women, you deluded incel. And now for this next one, do I need a new mindset? I notice that when I treat women with respect and be patient, I get the cold shoulder and get blown off later on, but when I talk to some of my women cousins and friends, they talk to guys who don't even buy them gifts and take them anywhere, and they still let them get laid and be in a relationship and claim them. I don't get it. At this point, I don't want to invest any more time into dating until I get the same energy back. Are you familiar with r/NiceGuys? Putting in more and more nice coins isn't gonna work. Why? Because women aren't vending machines. Hey, I need to tell you something. You need to stop talking to Haley like I know you're probably lying to her and saying shit to her that isn't true because she doesn't want me even though I'm nice to her and stuff. My man, she said she doesn't feel that way about you because she is not into guys. What are you even on about? I'm not going to stop talking to her. She is my best friend. F you, all the guy best friends are the same, just blocking us guys who want to treat women nicely for once. Literally, F you. If I even wanted that B, I could kick your ass so easily and take her from you. LMAO, okay bud, she literally said she was not into guys. But of course, these nice guys don't respect people's sexuality, now do they? And now we go to the YouTube comment section. Oh boy, abuse is wrong and shouldn't be tolerated, but these are the types of guys that women go for. Ah, here we go again with the it's wrong, but the victim is to blame for getting into it in the first place. Maybe modern day women should get their heads checked out. I mean, there are plenty of nice single guys that would never put their hands on a woman without their permission, yet they get deemed as boring and thrown into the friend zone. A huge part of me doesn't feel bad at all because this is what women want, shrug. Yeah, the dude typed out shrug. But seriously, nice guys love blaming the victim and that's just messed up. We go to Facebook for this next one. I guess being nice and being myself is a curse for girls. You'll find someone, don't worry. It's probably the whining on Facebook and the I'm so nice, F me attitude. Actually, when will these nice guys figure out that all their whining is not attractive at all? And now, give me a chance, I will treat you right. Hello, I just heard what happened. You were with a psychopath and I would never treat you in such a way. You were the most beautiful woman I ever saw. And if you would just please give me a chance to prove it, you will never ever look back on that obnoxious abuser you live with. I will keep you safe, cherished, and happy like a true man would. I will be waiting at 9 p.m. to show you how real man treats a woman. Forever yours. For some reason that last bit sounds creepy, but moving to the response. It was just a stupid fight over some house chores I had. We good now? It was just really stupid thing which escalated into a blame game, not a breakup. And I don't know how to respond on your proposition. Even if we would unlikely break up, I wouldn't go on a date next day. It's not against you, but I just can't date when having feelings for another. It wouldn't be fair. So I'm sorry if you misunderstood the situation. Screw you. This is the last time I gave you a chance. Stop leading genuine men effing with their feelings. Go F yourself instead and don't come cry to me next time. Oh wait, you wouldn't be able to because I'm blocking you. Good riddance. Good riddance to you actually. But wait a minute, that's not all. We may have ourselves a badass over here because the OP's partner got this just a few minutes prior to the conversation. Listen here, you little shit, I won't repeat it twice. You step away or I will send you to the ER with one singular punch. Oh, trust me, I have been holding that punch for you for a long time. She deserves a real real man with genuine affection and not a D-bag who's just using her to get laid and fed. Raise a voice on her again and it will be the last words you ever spoke. Drew a breath near her again and it will be the last breath your wasteful existence ever drew. Mind my words, effer. P.S. After I show her tonight what a real gentleman act like, she will leave you anyway. Oh wow, sending threats to a woman's partner is real gentlemanly. And for this last one, a nice guy thinks he's done so much for the world that he deserves to get laid with hot women. Nothing, huh? Surprise, surprise. My brother in Christ, what has you angry? How about not getting laid in 2 years while having to deal with worthless people constantly? It's friggin' illegal. LMAO, it's illegal you're not getting laid, huh? Pretty much. What about everyone else who's not getting laid? Because I'm guessing you don't want just anyone. They've got to be a certain hotness level. It's illegal towards them as well outright. If they are denied, it's a human right. It's been years. And yeah, for what I've done for the world, what I've worked for, what's been done to me, not saying a 10, but better than having to put a bag on her head as deserved. It's just wasted time. I have human rights. So what have you done for the world that entitles you to a lay? You gonna argue with me? I'm not interested. How's that an argument? It's just a question, unless you don't have an answer, I suppose. The fact that you ask that says to me that it's not an issue for yourself, thus you don't care. No surprise. The comment afterwards forces me to already suspect you're lying more so than already. It's cheap. See? The fact that you refuse to answer means you don't have one. Come on, buddy. What is it with these people who think sex is a fundamental human right? But of course they never think of the rights of the other person. They only think of themselves. Typical. Anyway, I'd like to thank all of my patrons, especially Amethyst Phoenix, Crangus McBiscopal, DJ Duck 2, The Return of Duck, Fake Corvish, Jade Demby, Catalan Cormetti, Nightcrawler, Spoonie the Rogue, and Vicmeister 1999. You can join in the link below, and thank you so much for watching. And by the way, if you enjoyed this video, why not leave a like, comment if you have something interesting to say, or subscribe if you want to see more.